This is a bit of a mystery. Carrie found this group of kind of orangish looking mushrooms that look a lot like chanterelles. But look at this, it's right next to the snow. I've never heard of them coming up or popping up this early. That's a chanterelle. Look at that, we found ourselves a morel. Look at this massive, massive Gyromitra Montana. You got one right here. You got another one right here. You've got one over here. You've got this one right here. You've got one over here. And that's a big one. Blaine Washburn with Utah Mushroom Hunter here, and welcome to another episode of Utah Mushroom Hunter. Today we are going north, way up northern part of Utah, Cache Valley. We're going up into the mountains. We're at about between 8,000 and on the high end, probably 8,500 feet is what we're going to be searching today. And I have no idea what today's going to be like. We started off the day going down to an area closer to Mantua, and end up Carrie's got a spot there. By the way, this is Carrie, and
hi everybody.
He likes to comment a lot on Utah or Mushrooms of Utah on the Facebook group, and so you may have seen some of his comments. But he's had a lot of luck this year, found a lot of Morel mushrooms, and had some amazing secret spots, don't you?
I don't know about secrets anymore. I think I gave them all away. But that's okay though.
He's taken a few people on some forays, but there's some fun places that he found this year that have a lot of morels.
Definitely.
He was finding yellow morels, and you were into the hundreds and hundreds of them, I think, right?
Yes,
pretty crazy. So we were hoping to get up on Black Mountain in that area over by Mantua, and that's an area that there's definitely some mushrooms out there, but it's hard to get to. And I was about halfway, maybe even 2/3 of the way up there with my truck, and it was just getting too rough for me. I wasn't feeling comfortable, so we came down, and I'm getting eaten by the mosquitoes here. Mm-hmm. So, but we came down and we came up in this other area, and and so hopefully we find some really good stuff. So we'll get going. Let's see what we find today. Well, we went up in elevation just a bit. We're at between 8,500 and 8,600 feet in elevation right here. And you can see we're finding a few snow patches, which is encouraging. Hopefully we can get into them here. Well, here's some really nice Gyromitra. That's a little bit bigger. That's about softball sized. And there's one right over there. We got one right over here as well. Those weren't bad at all. Look at that. There's another little Gyromitra Montana. Just little. Huh? Yeah, there's another. There's another nice Gyromitra Montana right there. And Carrie's been finding them too, right?
Yeah. I walked right by it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
You want to get it or you want to?
Yeah, you go ahead and get it. Okay. Carrie's, you said that you've been finding a few too that I haven't recorded yet, right?
All right, let me get this off.
How pretty that is?
Yeah, why don't you go up there and see if you can tell me what those are.
All right, so when you look at these, I don't know if you can see the gills there, but they look like saw teeth. Mm-hmm. They're not like a oyster. That the saw, because of the jagged gills that are right there, and he did say this is grown off of a pine tree, so that tells me that this is likely an early Neolintus ponderosus, and that is an edible. So nice find, Carrie.
Thank you.
And also, this is a bit of a mystery. This is a bit of a mystery. Carrie found this group of kind of orangish looking mushrooms that look a lot like chanterelles. But look at this, it's right next to the snow. I've never heard of them coming up or popping up this early. So all you viewers that are out there, what's your experience with chanterelles and snow? Have you ever seen them pop up this early? Because that, let's see if I can get a see that? To me, that looks like a chanterelle. I think it might be. Getting eaten alive by mosquitoes here.
Yes, sir.
See, look at that. My first thought is it's too early for these chanterelles, but maybe. So let me know your thoughts on this. Is there any chance this could be a chanterelle? So Kerry here, he's finding more of these. You want to go ahead and pick those up?
Yeah.
So he picks these things up, and look at I swear those are chanterelles, but I did not think that they grew this early in the season. Today is what, June 21st?
Yes, I think so.
It's Saturday, and June 21st, and we have patches of snow. See how big this patch is? And I swear that these are chanterelles we're finding. Kind of fun.
Look, they're everywhere through here.
Look what Kerry is noticing.
There's Gyromitra there, looks like, and then this looks like chanterelles. Gyromitra.
There's a, yeah.
Chanterelle, I think. Look at these bigger ones.
There's that one here. Look at that. So cut those up. Let's take a look at that.
Okay.
Look at that. Those are totally chanterelles. Holy cow. Thought we weren't going to find those till August, but my goodness, look at that. There's one that's really easy to show.
Okay.
Yeah, this one right here specifically. Look at that.
What about this big one?
That's a chanterelle. Holy cow.
We need some water to wash them with.
That one's a little bit harder to tell.
Yeah, here's one. Maybe we can tell.
Okay, so we're going to double
Look
check.
at that one.
Yeah, look at that. So we're going to double check with the mushrooms of Utah. See what they have to say. We're not going to eat these until we get some more opinions on this thing.
Of course.
But these are looking like chanterelles, and they're coming up in clumps like chanterelles. That's how they look with the chanterelles as well. So they're young, but this is an area that's known to have chanterelles. So I think that's what we're finding. I just can't believe it's this early.
Okay, I think you're standing on Gyromitra. No, he's behind you.
Yeah, here's the Gyromitra right here. So yeah, go ahead and you can grab that one. It's kind of little.
Yeah, but
still,
we probably won't be back to get him though later.
That's right. Yeah, this is fun. I cannot believe how many we're finding. Here, all these here are these chanterelles.
We're gonna have to wash them again, ain't we? Look at this, it's pretty big.
Okay, now the chanterelles are pure white when you break them in half. Let's take a look at that too.
Okay.
Oh, these ones are, maybe they're not. Maybe, I don't know if it's because they froze. They look like they froze. Because when they're fresh, they're pure white. So maybe these things froze. I don't know. Because they definitely are showing the characteristics. So we're going to figure that out. We're going to figure out if these are chanterelles or not. There you go.
My bag's getting heavy already.
Oh my goodness, look at those little teeny black mushrooms. I have no idea what those are. Those aren't for eating, but my goodness,
pretty.
Those are pretty. Okay, I just spotted a nice Gyromitra on the other side of this snowbank. Look at that one. That's a super good sized one. Beautiful. Nice. I kept that one. Look how gorgeous and perfect that one is. Just going up 500 feet and finding these snowbanks has made all the difference in finding these. Gorgeous one. All right, so I'm gonna have fun searching this thing. Look at all this snow all the way up there. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna search all this, and I can already see one small Gyromitra right there. Maybe it's not a Gyromitra. Look at that. It's flat. So that's not a Gyromitra. It's a cousin to it, super close cousin to it, but I'm not going to keep that. I think that's what some people call pig's ear. I'm going to leave that there. Look at this over here, though. Looks like that's the same kind, a more mature one. Yep, see that? See, I don't know if you can see the difference between this and the Gyromitra we've been finding, but leave that one alone. That one's likely more toxic. All right, so Kerry and I kind of got separated. He's up there, and he has been finding them, so I'm anxious to see what he's found. But here's another one I just found right here. Another baseball-sized one, which is super nice. It's a super nice one. So I've been calling these Neolindus ponderosus because of that, you know, the sawtooth gills on these. And it's probably not actually a Neolindus ponderosus. It's probably a cousin to it. It's better adapt to early season because this is not like what I typically find later in the year. So this could be something else. I'll have to do a little research and see if I can come up with something that this looks like it could be. All right, I just found a really good one. First, I'll show you this little one. Got that one right there. Check out this one up here. Another softball-sized one. Look at that. They're fun to find when you find them like that. Well, here's a fun little spot. You got one right here. You got another one right here. You've got one over here. You've got this one right here. You've got one over here. And that's a big one. That's a massive one. You got two of them right here. And I can keep going this direction. There's another one right there. There's another one right here. There's another one right here. And I bet there's more. What a fun spot. Wow, so I ended up finding 15 in this honey hole. Not a bad haul, best honey hole of the day. See how pretty that is? Super gorgeous. Okay, so we've been hunting all over this place, and I don't know how we did this. I've been searching so hard for morels, and we found this little guy. This is the only morel we've found today so far, but look at that. We found ourselves a morel. Here we are at about 8,600 feet, and I've been, you know, I fully expected there to be some up here, and not finding them. But, you know, usually they follow the Gyromitra Montana. Some of them pop close to when the Gyromitra Montana pop up. And I was just kind of getting to the point. In fact, I was just telling Kerry that I don't know if the season here, because now that it's super hot on this mountain that we're at. And, you know, wasn't sure if the season here is long enough for them to really grow. But look at that. There's proof that they are on this mountain. We found one. Now, it's small. So my theory may still be good. That there's...
Is it for sure a morel?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not a false morel?
Yeah, it's not a false. Yeah,
it's kind of got a really white stem, like it might be false.
Yeah, it is not false. Okay. This is a
It
bona fide true morel. It's probably a little different variety than the ones that we've been finding down farther south. We're in far north Utah. Northern Utah is where we're at.
Cache County, I think.
Yeah, Cache County. So anyway, there's our first morel of the day. First that I've ever found on this mountain, actually. I don't hunt this mountain very often.
Tell them about how you were scared because we've seen this vegetation.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I walked into this area. If you've been watching my video so far, most of what we've been looking at looks a little bit more like this. In fact, that's still a little too green. And I walked into this area with all this lusher green vegetation, and that's where we found this little morel. It's just small though. See how small that is? Puny. It won't last though. This is it's just getting too dry up here already. Even though we still have snowbanks, it's just, you know, if not every year, this year the morels up here are, you know, their season is super, super short. Anyway, fun find. I'm glad we found one. There's another one. All right, so we are wrapping up the day, and that's just as we're wrapping this thing up, look what Carrie found. Look at this massive, massive Gyromitra Montana. Look how huge that is. It's big, a little bit bigger than his fist. What is that, about 6 inches, 7 inches tall?
I would say. And it's just about as wide.
Look at that stem. Such a perfect defined stem. A lot better than you usually find, but it's definitely a Gyromitra Montana. You see that convoluted stem? That's how they are. And this top part, you can see the fresher part still has that Gyromitra Montana look to it. And then the other side is drying out. Look at that one that he found as well. Drying out. We're right at the end of the Gyromitra season here.
And then some of them are just popping up. The little bitty ones are just popping up too.
And there's some, unfortunately, they're going to dry out here real quick.
Like this, yeah.
Yeah, there's some.
Just popping up.
All right, well, nice job finding that.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Well, thank you. You know what though? This is, and he's joking about that. Don't ever eat one of these raw.
Never.
The Gyromitra Montana, they've got toxins in them that you have to cook out. So you got to cook it well. Don't just lightly cook it. It'll make you sick if that's the case. Cook it well, and then it becomes a choice edible. Anyway, nice find on that.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, this is just too much fun. I cannot stop. Oh gosh, here are some beauties. Look at that one. That one's about 6 inches across. And this one here is about 6 inches and about 4 inches tall, 4.5. Both beauties. Again, right next to the snow. They love these snowbanks. Wow, look at those two. Those are huge. Those are so fun to find. Man, I hope you guys can get out and find some like this. Oh, there's another one there. There's another nice one right there too. Look at those. And again, just off the snowbank. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for us for today. This has been another really fun outing. What do you think, Carrie? Did you have fun?
Kind of blast. I thought we were going to go home without any, and we got oodles.
We ended up finding quite a few. Yeah. And this is an area that I've never found the Gyromitra Montana in. Last summer, I came out to this particular area, and we ended up finding quite a few, like a Elusive and Chanterelles. And I don't, if you've been watching my videos yet, and saw that one where I found the Bletus borosi. I called it a Bletus atlas in my video, but it actually was a Bletus borosi, and that was right in this area. And super amazing mushroom area. This is the first time I've gone after the Gyromitra. In fact, we came up here not sure what we were going to find. We didn't know, huh?
We've been looking for some snow all day.
Yeah. We were hoping for some Morels, and we found the one Morel.
One Morel.
One Morel, just the little one.
And you about stepped on it.
Yeah, they're definitely not too happy with this area.
The size of his thumb.
Yeah.
For the world.
Yep, just a little one. And you know, they don't like this area for some reason. That's what I've learned. And they're certainly up here. This would be the season for them, but you know, maybe some years they're just up here like crazy. I don't know. But this year's been super dry these last couple weeks, and the snow has just recently melted off of this area. We've got this heat wave that we've had for about 10 days or so, maybe even a little bit longer than that. And I think that's probably what's playing a factor into it. But the one Morel, I thought for sure we're finding the one.
One Morel. That's crazy. At least we got one.
Yeah, at least we got one. And I thought if we hunted around, we'd find another one, but we didn't. And we looked hard for them. So we're going to call it a day, and we ended up with, how many more Gyromitra do you think you
I don't have no idea. I probably got at least 20 or 30, maybe more.
Yeah, we found a lot.
It feels like it's heavy. The bag's heavy, wherever it is. The bag is heavy.
Yeah, and that's about what I got too. So we probably are coming home with 60 to 80 Gyromitra Montana.
At least.
And when we saw a ton of other mushrooms, we're helping to figure out whether those were actually chanterelles. I'm still just shocked that they would be out this early, but they certainly look like them. You split them apart and they look like they've been froze. And you know, the chanterelles, when you pull them apart, they're white inside. So we're gonna see if we can figure out if those actually are chanterelles. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode, and we will see you in the next episode.
You guys comment, like, and share.
Thank you.
You're
yes,
welcome.
please do. Thank you.